So if you want to play to pay for the Curtain Call DLC, this is how it breaks down. It costs about 9,000 per character, iridescent shards, which means 18,000 for 2 characters, both the clown and the survivor. The math is, every level up you earn about 50 shards, but each level up will require more XP. So with a very loose quick maths, let's say every 2 to 3 games you level up. Each game is about 10 minutes, but let's add the queue time to search, find, and get into a match. So 15 minutes. So every 2 games, which will be 30 minutes, we'll get 50 shards, let's say. Every 4 games, which is every hour, we'll get 100 shards. So 9,000 shards that we need, divided by 100 shards we get every hour, equals 90 hours to get 9,000 shards for one character, which equals 180 hours to get both characters' shards. So in terms of days, how long this could take, it'd be 180 hours divided by 24 hours a day, which equals 7.5 full days of play to pay. But remember, the amount of XP increases per level up, so it's going to take longer than this estimation. So I broke it down again so you can see how many games you need to play and also how much time. So for games, you have 100 shards for 4, if we're going 50 shards every 2 games. So 4 games times 90 hours, because every 4 games is an hour, means 360 games. And then for the time, we have 100 shards every hour, which is 4 games. And then we do 100 shards times 90 hours equals 9,000 shards. So to get both characters, it will take you 720 games, 360 times 2, and then it will take you 180 hours, which is 7 days, 12 hours, 90 times 2, to get this DLC, the full DLC. But once again, this is not complete. It will probably take a few days more because the XP will increase every level. I haven't played enough to know exactly how much it increases. I don't know if it's consistent, but this is just going to be a very loose guide for this. So, is it worth it to play to pay? No, if you want the DLC right away. You have to spend at least 7.5 days to even get it for both characters. Or, I guess, 3.5 days for one character. But that is 24-hour days, so if you play 8 hours a day, it still takes you more than a week to get one character. If you play 24 hours a day, I don't even know how you are human. But this is literally, if you don't mind waiting a week or 2 weeks, then you can play to pay. But this is just one method you can use to get the DLC. And this is going to be the same with all future non-licensed characters. Now the second way to get this DLC is to pay to play with Auric cells. It costs 570 Canadian for 500 Auric cells, or you can spend 1140 Canadian for 1100. There are other deals, but if you're just trying to use this method for buying the DLC, you don't really need to see the other deals. So each character costs 500. So if you wanted to get a bargain and have both for 1,000, you could get 100 extra by going with this deal. So if you want to go with the better least money to spend deal, it would cost you 1140 in Auric cells for this DLC. And now the last way that you can get the DLC. Pay to play, just buy it. So if you go to Steam, it costs $7.99 Canadian dollars, and you get the clown, you get the survivor, and you can have access to the new map. So you can spend $11.40 on Auric cells and buy it, or you could just plain out buy it. Or you could spend a week or 2 weeks and play to pay. So I think if you want the easiest way of getting this DLC, I would say just buy it if you want it soon. If you don't mind waiting a long time to get it, and you're just a more casual player, or you don't need to get the clown or survivor right away, you could just play to pay. With regards to Auric cells, the new currency, I would say that is better used on cosmetics, because it's not worth it when you can buy the DLC for this cheap compared to Auric cells method. So those are the 3 ways you can get the DLC, and I'll see you guys later.